love, and welcome to the channel. I am Kay, an astrologer, numerologist, Reiki master and spiritual witch here on YouTube. Listen, if you've been attracted to this video, this is confirmation that what's in it is for you. There is a message here for you to receive. And if you love astrology as much as I do, check out my moon phase planner for 2023. There are free astrology resources, a road opener ritual, and many different types of lists and interesting things that you can use to plan your week, alongside knowing exactly what phase and what sign the moon is in. Check out the description box, the link is below. Let's get into your video. Hello Scorpio, and welcome back. I do hope that you've had a wonderful month of November. Welcome to your December horoscope, where I will be giving you your predictions, energy, guidance, and what's going on for you astrologically for the first 2 weeks of the month of December. I'll also be giving you a quick prediction on what energy I see coming towards you as you start January 2023, so stay tuned for that. So as we start the month, what we've got here on the screen is the chart for the full moon and how this will look on the day. So the full moon for December is going to fall on the 8th of December. It will be at 16 degrees of Gemini. It will happen around 4:09 a.m. This is GMT time, my local time. It could be the same day or the day before for you, but this will be the full moon week. But before we get there, as we start the month of December, the sun is actually in the sign of Sagittarius. Now for you, this is where your money becomes very important, because we can see on the left hand side of the screen we've got the sun circled in black. He's in the sign of Sagittarius, and for Scorpio's chart he will be where the black arrow is just below him. So this is your house of wealth. The sun brings health, growth, blessings, and generally it's a very positive energy. So what I'm seeing for Scorpio is that as we start December, your finances, your money, your wealth, your physical body, because the physical body comes into the second house as well, and generally what you value or place value on, or the morals or values that you have as a person, are key, and things in this part of your life could be pretty blessed or due for some kind of growth. On the 4th of December, what we're then going to have is, if we look at the pink symbol circled in dark blue, this is the planet Neptune. He is about to turn direct, and for you, this will impact on your romance, dating, love life, and creativity. And this is a big energy for you as we move into 2023, which I'll go into a bit more detail about. It's great news for Scorpio, because what it means is, where Neptune has been in retrograde for a majority, I would say, of 2022, it's quite possible that while you were experiencing this energy, your love life, your dating life, your creative projects, or maybe even your children, you came to some kind of realization or had certain experiences with this part of your life, because Neptune is the planet that does deal with what we desire on a soul level. It's the planet of illusions and delusion, and when he is in retrograde, as he has been for most of this year, he often gives us all a reality check in whatever part of life he would be retrograding in. And for you Scorpio, it could well be or have been your love life. As he turns direct on the 4th of December, this is kind of like a green light for you. So I'm seeing some positive energy around this part of your life as you move into January. The full moon itself, she's circled here in red on the right hand side of the screen. She's at 16 degrees of the sign Gemini. Opposite her we've got the sun circled in black, 16 degrees of the sign Sagittarius. You're about to have a full moon in your house to do with your shared finances. So predominantly for the first 2 weeks of December, it looks like money and love are a big theme for you. Where you're having the full moon in your 8th house, this is just where the green arrow is. This is about debts, taxes, shared money, or shared responsibility that you have with other people, how you share your time with other people. This is also the house of transformation. In modern astrology, you are actually the ruler of this area of life. So it's almost like Scorpio is having a full moon in their own house, if you like, in modern astrology. What I'm seeing here for Scorpio is that money is a big thing, and it could be that the universe is supporting you to balance out what it is that comes in and what what it is that you pay out. But certainly around the full moon, it's time to start looking at what's going out, because that's where your full moon is. It could also be that if you are due some kind of rebate or refund, or something is due to come back to you, that you might want to check in and make sure that you get what's due to you. Where this is the house of transformation as well, generally speaking, this is about cycles in life. So when something comes to an end and something new comes in. So what I'm seeing here around the full moon is during that full moon week, as we move forward, that for some Scorpios, you could be due something to come to an end, but then at the same time another opportunity, situation, person, place, thing, however it vibrates and resonates for you, comes to you if something departs. Or generally speaking, for Scorpio, you are due some kind of transformation in a part of your life that you desire. Ask yourself, Scorpio, is there something that you want to transform? And if so, the universe is really supporting you, and the full moon week could be a great time for you to be taking steps with whatever it is you want to transform. Two other things that are happening around this full moon week is that we're going to have Mars, which is circled here in orange just above the moon in red. The moon, she will be forming a conjunction with Mars. So Mars we can see at 16 degrees Gemini, the moon we can see her at 16 degrees Gemini. This is a very, very close conjunction. They're literally side by side. Mars is the planet of determination and drive and how we get through things in life, and the moon is a representation of our emotions and how we feel. Now at this point in time during the full moon week, Mars is actually going to be in retrograde. So when a planet is retrograding, he or she, depending on the planet, can pull you back to a situation, person, place or thing, or something to experience again. Now where this is happening in the sign of Gemini, it's that same area of life for you, Scorpio. It is going to be around your area of transformation. So this is going to shift up to where the green arrow is for the Scorpio chart. So again, it's almost like the universe is saying, what is it that is emotionally triggering you or driving you or bringing you some kind of feeling, Scorpio, to make you want to make some kind of change or transformation, or to do with your shared finances, debts, taxes, how you allocate your time to other people, and basically all the shared parts of your life. Is there anything here that has been emotionally triggering you, or you have been feeling some kind of way about it? Because if so, the full moon week, it feels as though the universe is bringing you back to these feelings that you may have had, and obviously supporting you and urging you to do something about it, whatever it is or however you may personally feel as a Scorpio, if this resonates with you. The second thing is that we're going to have the North Node, which is about our direction, circled here in green, the lighter green symbol, and the planet that causes unexpected change, which is just above him, the kind of turquoisey blue colour. These two are going to be in conjunction as well, and I've been speaking about this for a couple of months because this aspect has been here for a while, but the difference at this point in time in December is that both these energies are in retrograde. So again, I mentioned when a retrograde happens, it's about being pulled back to something to experience it again. This is an unexpected change to our direction, and each sign will have it in a different area of life. For Scorpio, it's going to shift from where it is now currently on the screen and go up to where the red arrow is. And this is an unexpected change to do with partnerships, business, if you are a business owner, or potentially some kind of legal matters. So let's look at this in a bit more detail. So Scorpio, for 2023, my major prediction for you as we move into January is around these two things that I spoke to you about, the North Node and Uranus conjunction, and also about Neptune turning direct. First of all, Neptune turning direct, which is here circled in blue, the pink symbol. For you, Scorpio, the road is open for all your love intentions and aspirations as we move into January 2023. And this is a great energy because for Scorpio's chart, he's going to be where he is now in the 5th house. So this is romance, dating. You know, if you have, if you want to look for love, it's a good time. as Neptune turns direct from the 4th of December at 2:15 a.m. This is GMT, my local time, so it could be the 4th or the day before for you. If you are already in love, it could be that there's some kind of movement or development or positive direction when it comes to this relationship or connection that you have made, or it's a good time to progress with it if you feel like you want to take it to the next level. If you are a creative Scorpio, or you create anything, be it music, art, writing, YouTube videos, you name it, whatever it is that you create, it's a brilliant time as we close out this year and you move into January. It could also be that because this is the house that deals with not only love but creativity, if you have been wondering how you can make some kind of money from your creations or a creative skill that you have, as we close out December, when Neptune is direct and you move into January, it's a good time to be working on this. If you are a Scorpio who is a parent, I'm feeling here that your children could prosper around this time, or there could be positive energy around your children. And if you are a Scorpio who is hoping to conceive a child, because this is the house of children as well, if you're a female Scorpio who wishes to get pregnant, once Neptune turns direct and we move the end of December through the full moon week and into January, I predict for female Scorpios who wish to conceive, hey, maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time to work on that if that's your goal. Generally speaking, what I'm seeing for Scorpio is from the 4th of December moving forward and into January, when Neptune will still be on this path, is that generally there is a clearer direction around your 5th house of love, dating, romance, children, risk-taking, how you have fun and creativity, generally speaking. And this could have been because of Neptune's retrograde here throughout 2022 and you realizing certain things. Now you know where you're going. With the North Node and Uranus, this unexpected change that I'm seeing for you, Scorpio, is that if you have experienced some kind of setback, hold-ups, confusion, this could all release to do with situations, people, places, or things that surround your serious commitments. And it's key that we need to take note that where this is happening for Scorpio, the North Node and Uranus conjunction, where the red arrow is, this is your other relationship house, but this is more the house of marriage and serious commitments. So it does feel very much like for Scorpio that love and relationships and connections are key for you right about now. And for some of you, it could even be to do with marriage. Now, the 7th house does also cover business partnerships. So if you are a Scorpio who is looking for a business partner, you have a business partner, or you're just a business owner, generally speaking, then the universe is supporting you with some kind of direction that you want to go in that could be unexpected, to do with some kind of partnership or serious commitment for you. Now, where this is a retrograde as well that is happening, it's also time to go back, quote unquote, to what your personal desires could have been or currently are, depending on where you are in your life and how you feel about things, to do with things that you are committing yourself to. Whether this is a committed relationship, a committed partnership of some kind that is business orientated, a committed idea, or being committed to a direction, or anything that you wanted to or are currently committing yourself to. What are your personal desires for this for 2023? Because this is your house of commitment. It seems like the universe is supporting you to make some kind of decision in the direction you want to go in, but it could be that you need to go back to something before you can move forward. Generally speaking, I'm seeing some kind of unexpected development as we move into January when it comes to your serious commitment, Scorpio, whether this be marriage, a relationship, a business, an idea, a location, a situation, person, place, or thing, because for every different Scorpio it will be different. But if there is something that you are seriously committed to, generally speaking, there could be a positive, I want to say, change with this, because it's the North Node that is directing this, and that is about direction and where we should be going. One last thing about this North North Node and Uranus conjunction, and I have mentioned this before if you have been here before. Just as a reminder, it's important to take into consideration the sign that both these energies are under. They're both under the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is the least likely sign of the zodiac to go off and do something without doing their homework, without thinking about things, without seeing how stable, secure, and what the long term would look like with any changes that's happening in life. And that's just because that's Taurus's energy. Taurus is a fixed sign. So the message from the universe here is, the universe is supporting us all with this unexpected change in direction. We may be going in for January 2023, whatever that may be, regardless of your sun sign, depending on where it falls in the chart for the particular sun sign. But at the same time, the universe is saying, take Taurus's approach, which is making sure that things are steady, secure, that tomorrow is somewhat guaranteed, and there's some kind of longevity with whatever direction it is that we're going in, that it can work. Like there's a high possibility and a really low failure rate is the energy that I'm getting from Taurus ruling over this kind of aspect here. And Taurus is the sign that will slow down the erraticness of a planet like Uranus. When these two energies come into contact, although Uranus is a planet that will be very erratic, it is a very erratic planet. That is the whole point of Uranus, to bring those sudden changes in life. But when it comes into contact with a sign like Taurus, it kind of slows it down a bit. So that's the big message here. Take your time with any changes that you want to make. So my only intention was to pass on the message to a Scorpio who may have needed it, to help a Scorpio in some way. So please do give the video a like if you haven't already. If there was something here that helped you, drop me a comment, let me know. Are you trying to move in a new direction? How is your love life going? Are you trying to get pregnant? What has this been like for you in your love and dating life, or maybe even what you've been committed to so far in 2022? Because in 2023 for Scorpio, there are definitely changes around here. And stay tuned for your 15th to the 31st horoscope, which might pop up here now as I'm speaking, as we close out the video towards the end, if it's already up on the channel. If not, by about the 12th or 13th of the month, it will go live on the channel, so do stick around and come back for that. And if you're new here, why not subscribe? I would love to see you here again. And if you are a Scorpio who is returning, then thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your support. And finally, if you do love astrology as much as I do not forget to check out the description box. Check out the 2023 moon phase weekly and daily planner. There are a lot of free astrology resources there as well. So enjoy the first couple of weeks of the month, Scorpio, and I will see you mid-month for your end of month prediction. I'll see you then.